Welcome to Move in May. Today is a yoga day where we're going to focus on strength. So just grab your mat and let's get started. Then we'll begin in a child's pose position with the toes to touch and the knees wide. And we come and outstretch the arms forward. We'll be here for a brief moment to slowly warm up the body. And then we'll start moving into poses where we hold them a bit longer, use a lot more muscle, and just work on the strength side with yoga. So to begin, we'll inhale and just roll your body upward, shifting forward into the hands, and then go ahead and drop the hips, pulling the chest through the arms. Exhale, then press the hips back, sitting hips to heels. We'll move forward again, roll forward, drop the hips down, pull the heart through. Back again we go. And from this child's pose then, we're gonna pop right up into down dog where you'll tuck the toes under and then lift the hips up to the sky. So really press back, lift the hips, stretch through the shoulders. And then we're gonna continue our movement forward by rolling through the toes, shifting the weight forward, hold through the hands really strong, and then drop the hips so they hover over the floor. And then we'll lift up again and push back through to downward facing dog. So we're getting a little bit more strength in this movement now. So shift forward. Now strong hands really push into the floor as you start to drop your hips just to hover over the mat. And then push again through the shoulders and roll back into your downward facing dog. Do that again here. Come forward. Drop the hips, pull through. Push back with an exhale. And then one more time, let's do that. Coming forward, round, strong hands, drop the hips, let them float above the ground. And then push back once again to your downward facing dog. All right, so we'll come up on the toes again, but this time just walk forward, bringing your feet up to the top of your mat. So from here, we're just gonna round the torso forward, fold over your legs, and just release the body down into a forward fold. So push the feet down to the mat with an inhale. Bring your fingertips to your shins. Press and lengthen the spine up, finding length through the whole back from the crown of your head to your tailbone. And then with an exhale, just fold down again, around and release the spine. Again, up with an inhale, fingertips to shins, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, fold the body forward. We're gonna move the feet in to touch. So you want big toes touching, slight separation of the heels, but now glue the knees in. So really squeeze them in together. Feel your inner thighs squeezing, drawing in. And we're gonna start to sit the hips down. So sit the hips low while you're squeezing the legs in. And now with an inhale, lift your spine upward, bringing the arms overhead, coming to a chair pose. So you kind of lengthen up through the arms, sit and hold here. Now squeeze the legs together. Breathe. Keep squeezing inwards. So you feel that release actually through the quads. And we're engaging a lot more now through the adductors and through the glutes. Hovering here and holding. Now exhale, dive your torso forward, lift your hips to the sky, fold down and breathe. All right, we're gonna find that chair pose again. So bring your toes to touch, squeeze the knees in, start to sit the hips down, and then inhale, bring the arms up overhead. So try to lengthen the spine now a little bit more as you keep those legs sinking downward, squeezing inward, and breathe here. Now we'll release. Once again, fold forward, shake the quads out a little bit. But then step back with your left foot. So left foot steps back. You're going to push up through the back toes. Now lift the whole body upward, torso up. Come into this nice tall lunge. Arms still reaching overhead once again. But we're gonna push strong. The back foot. Sink forward into the front knee. Now lift the arms up. So think about squeezing the inner thighs in, again, toward one another. even though we're in this split position. Keep the squeeze of the inner thighs, and now start to slowly lower your back knee toward the floor. So just letting it lower, 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 just hover over the floor. Good, now big exhale. Come back to standing. Breathe here again. We do that one more time, so start to lower the back knee. Hover over the mat. And then exhale. Draw upward. Good, now you're gonna fold forward and step back forward. Do a big exhale. Breath release here. Find that little pause in between the strength. And then we'll go ahead and switch sides. So right foot will step back. So right foot on the toes. Push into your front foot, rise your entire torso upwards. Fingertips up to the sky again. Coming into your nice tall lunge. All right, so squeeze the inner thighs in toward one another. Start to slowly bend the bottom knee or back knee toward the floor. Hover here. Then exhale, rise up. Good, breathe and hold. We'll do that once again. Begin to lower. Hover over the mat. And then exhale to rise up. Good, we'll come forward with that exhale again. Round and release and go. Letting the legs just relax here. Okay, so from here, keep your right foot in front. You're gonna step your left leg back once again. Nice long stance, but this time you're going to drop your heel. We're gonna come out at an angle, and you want your front heel to intersect the arch of your back foot. Now we're gonna bring the right hand to the inside of your right foot, and then start to push and extend as straight as you can with the front leg. So find a big stretch here. We're gonna open up into a triangle pose by lifting the left hand up to the sky. Don't worry if the front knee isn't straight right now, just wherever you can straighten it. So breathe here. Now go ahead and re-bend the front knee just a little bit further. So we're gonna bend, bend, bend. Let the knee hover over the ankle. Sit into that knee, so sit nice and low. And now with an inhale, pull the torso upward. So right fingertips are forward, left fingertips are backward. We're holding into this warrior two. So you're gonna try to drop the hips down as you let the hip crease here sink down and toward the mat, and slightly open up the front knee and really push the feet down. Reach the fingertips forward and back. Just hold, breathe, and sink into this warrior two here. Then lengthen the front leg, so big inhale, stretch. Bring your arms overhead. So we're gonna find the same triangle position that we just were in. So we're gonna try to bend toward it, but keep the arms overhead. So you're gonna frame the face, frame the head with your arms. Keep hinging over. Start to feel your core. Squeeze and lengthen. See if you can pull the hip crease back in space. Breathe here. Keep holding. Open up the body. Now bring the torso back up, big inhale, and then we'll settle down into your warrior two one more time. So a nice expanse through the legs. Stretch the fingertips forward and back. And then you'll take both arms, cartwheel down to frame your right foot, and then step back forward and round down to forward fold. So just release here in your forward fold. And then you're gonna take a big step back with your right foot now. So right foot back, again at an angle, so that the front ankle or the front heel intersects the arch of your back foot. Now bring left hand to the inside of left foot. Start to straighten your left leg, which is your front leg. And now we'll open up the body into our triangle. So right hand to the top. This is the one you don't need to worry if your leg is straight or not. Just work on moving it toward straight. Okay, now bend into your front knee. So bend, bend, bend. Now, left knee is over top of left ankle. Use your core, pull your body upward. Coming to your warrior two. So nice long stance again. Stretch out through the back leg, sink into the front hip. Reach the hands forward and back. Good, really strong pose here. Think about just being active with the legs. So pushing the feet down. Feeling like you're really holding yourself in this space. All right, inhale, bring the arms all the way overhead as you straighten the front leg. So you're find that triangle pose again where you're starting to hinge the body over the front leg. Keep the arms framing over the head like you're holding onto something between the hands. Hinge as far as you can so you feel the core drawing up and in, holding you there, and breathe. All right, and sink into the front knee one more time, bend. Release the arms forward and back, finding that warrior two once again. And then we'll cartwheel the hands down, framing the left foot and step back forward, round and release into your forward fold. So just a breath in there. Breathe deeply to release. And then go ahead and plant your hands down. I'm gonna step back. So we come into a high plank position. So you want your shoulders just over top of your hands. Your fingers spread nice and wide, pushing all 10 fingers into the floor. Let us really push up through the back, push up through the shoulders. Hold here just for a moment. So really strong. Hands, arms, shoulders. Now exhale, lift your hips up. Push through the hands just as firmly as you were doing there. Press and open into this downward facing dog. We'll pause, breathe here. We're just about there. We have two more strength poses, more for the upper body now. Take a breath. Now go ahead and slightly bend the knees. So just let the knees bend so you feel like you're pushing the toes. What we're gonna try to do is drop both elbows down onto the mat. So your whole forearm of each arm is onto the mat, trying to stay as parallel as you can to each other. Now really push into the elbows, push in the forearms. Try to lift yourself away from the ground. And then if you can straighten the legs or maybe even walk the feet towards you, we're gonna try to really lift, pull your bum up like you're in down dog. Keep pressing here, really strong through the shoulders. Breathe. One more push. And then exhale, go ahead and drop the knees down. Bring your big toes together, find the child's pose we were in to start just for a moment here. Now what we'll do is roll forward like we started with. So inhale, roll forward. Shift your hips, pull your heart through. Drop the hips down, pull the heart. But then go ahead and just exhale and lower your belly all the way down. So rest your forehead down on the floor. Send your hands back behind you and then go ahead and spin the hands so the thumbs are coming up, palms are facing outward. We're gonna take a big inhale, lift the shoulders, lift the arms, lift the legs now. And here we go, we're flying in our locust pose. Stretching the arms behind you, stretching the legs behind you. Hold this position here and breathe. That's it, almost done. One more breath in. And then when you exhale, bring your hands down in front of you on the mat, rest your forehead on your hands, take a big exhale, and release. All the hard stuff is done. Just gonna bend your knees now, and then let your legs, your lower legs, go left and right, moving side to side, kind of like a windscreen wiping motion. Letting the hip slightly lift off the ground each time you go. All right, then release the legs. Bring the hands back under your shoulders. Press back one more time to a child's pose, where you're sinking hips to heels. Stretching the arms overhead. Take a breath. Just release down here. One more restful breath. And then begin to bring yourself up, sitting back hips to heels, and we'll just take a breath because that was a nice strong practice. So bring the arms up and out, big inhale, stretch and breathe, and then seal the hands together with a big exhale. Pull the way out. Well done. The longer you hold things, a little bit harder they become. So good job, and I'll see you tomorrow.